Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be the reading for next 7 days. We're going to dive into the coffee cup right away. Then we're going to look into what tarot has to tell you and what's coming your way. I see an eye here, but this is not an evil eye. This is like a seeing eye. And it's in your heart space. So I feel like some of you might be actually seeing the truth of certain things. There's a tears of joy. And this can be about something that you want to manifest, something that you want to attract into your life. Maybe you're seeing, or this is maybe a situation in your life right now that you're trying to resolve. Because this is your heart space. That's what you're desiring deep down. And this can be you seeing the pathway leads to it, okay? And tears of joy is coming really soon. I feel like here, when you recognize the pathway, you're going to understand, oh, it was easy actually. So I'm going to just do this and that, and this is going to resolve itself. Another thing I see, there's a pathway also opening, but this is like a road maybe. There's a small cat at the end of it. Cat symbolizes maybe fun, enjoying yourself. If you ever watch cats, they are really playful when they are full and taken care of and healthy. So this can be a trip maybe you have been planning. If I'll get this, I will go to that trip, that kind of energy, which is also extremely positive. So it can be like a trip that you want to go to or something that you want to explore. It seems like you're going to find that strength and power, the joy, the resources that is necessary in order to hit that road. It is a long one, so I feel like you might start to plan it out from this week, and then you're going to start to execute the rest of the stuff. When we get back inside, there's a lot of action happening here. I don't know if you can see it, but I see like a lot of there's a pod here. There's a person inside of it. I see a flower blooming. There's another person inside of it. And there's like a big person and a small person. The bigger one looks like the masculine figure coming up with a ring to the younger one. I kind of see animals here, a bird. And this kind of looks like a meerkat. So it seems like the rose and the ring can indicate commitment. Commitment can be an offer, and this can be a community, it can be a job offer, it can be also like a friendship offer coming forward from someone not really in your own area. Meaning like the bird is someone maybe who is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. I feel here someone who likes to fly, who likes to communicate, they speak. Not really, but they make sounds. Some birds can actually make very big sounds as well. But the meerkat, I don't know if they have like sound communication. And it just reminds me of an earth animal, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. When we put them on top of each other, the Libra and Taurus are from Venus. So it can be love. It can be a partnership that is going to have that soulmate connection, divine connection here, and they're on top of an almost blooming flower. So this can be something that didn't really flower yet. This can be something that you wanted to have but maybe didn't happen on the time that you wanted to have it, or this can be something that is blooming very slowly and becoming a beautiful flower. Okay, and this can be the timeline. Maybe you're going to intend to make a decision to start blooming this flower. And next to that, I told you we have like a pod here. Kind of reminds me of the flower here. Like a flower is actually closed the pot, but it's just going to bloom again. And there are many flowers I see here. I don't know why this picture is so flowery, but it's a symbol of love, gentleness, and also like blooming requires some kind of like an effort, okay? But it's a gentle effort. It's not like the wind actually ripping off of a tree kind of an effort, but it's gently and patiently blooming something. So the second thing can be something that you're working on, because I kind of see here like two buildings next to each other. There's a person in there. I see a letter E here, a man with a hat, which is symbolizing an authority showing up. Maybe you need some approval from authority. You need to file paperwork about something. And just there's a heart, someone bringing you a heart, maybe your heart's desire with this, when you start into this endeavor, this thing that when you start working on there. So it is gently actually blooming. Okay, you might start to see the first leaves, actually the first petals starting to open up here. And right after that, I see there's like a dam breaking down and it starts flowing. This can be for some of you maybe a project or a desire in your mind. Maybe you had been hesitant about taking action because you think or you thought because of the circumstances this is not going to happen. Seems like here with determination, when you start taking action, which I see here a person, a frog with horns on top of their head. Frog can indicate, because they're wearing like a cloak here, leap, and a big great leap that you will take. But maybe you want to ground that leap, meaning it's not something that quickly it's going to rise up and quickly fall down. You want it to constantly grow and flourish, basically. That's why you might really, yes, allow the blooming to happen in its own, its own course, natural course, rather than forcing it. But when the time comes, it is going to break a dam. The dam can be your higher glass ceiling, your highest limit of income or love that you can receive, because I see two people here dancing even, or maybe the partnership, the friendship that you're desiring. It seems like it is going to break all that walls maybe that you have surrounded yourself with. You might be thinking those walls are protecting me, but sometimes it's not a wall. It's like a glass ceiling, which is slowing, like maybe even not allowing it to rise to the level and the experience level that you want to, like that joy level that you want to go to. Right after that, I see there are two different pathways opening. Phone lines are forming here. You might be connecting with your community or sharing this accomplishment with your loved ones. I see 1, 2, 3. It can be legal paper. This can be also tickets, approvals, or this one is right in the middle, the clean slate, opening up a new page in your life. I know this is the weekly reading, but I feel like the decisions that you make from this moment on is going to really affect your future plans, okay? Because we're almost coming to the end of the year, and this is maybe New Year's resolution, call it whatever you want, or lifetime changes that you want to do, or creating a long-term vision. Overall, it is going to really affect the future, it seems like. But another thing I see, I kind of see a trident here, and there's a man right there with a mustache. The trident reminds me of the Poseidon. Poseidon is a water sign. I feel like he's a water sign if he was a person. And Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but also this have in there's a resolution happening here with the emotions when it comes to that. I feel like you're going to come on top here. It doesn't matter if you are Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it seems like here there's an emotional side that requires attention, and that can be addressed this week. You might get some events happening affecting that part of you. Instead of maybe reacting like rising the waters, but not really getting outside the waters, recognizing that is going to be very important for you. I told you there's a person here. On the side of his head, there's a sword. Sword tells me it's like you're going to do the logical thing. You're not going to go after the emotions. And when you do that, there's a new environment you're creating for yourself. We see a man here observing the creatures. We have a starfish on top of his head, and there's a woman that he's observing, maybe a child right here. Like kind of reminds me with the covering around his head, kind of the energy that Moses, I think that was this prophet Moses splits up the seas, okay? And like that kind of reminds me of that. I think I saw a depiction of it, or like a picture of it somewhere. So he was running away from the Pharaoh with his people, and that Pharaoh didn't believe that he had that power. That's another thing. Like my sister has something like, she says like, how can you not see that? Like he splits up the sea into the half and you still tell your people to follow after him. Like I would run away. Okay, if I see such a thing, I would run away. But his head was so big. And I feel like maybe if you're in a situation like that, you're dealing with someone, their head is so big, they cannot see how small they are. It seems like here, you're actually going to elevate, upgrade, the sea is splitting into half. You're going to move forward calmly and safely, and because you were patient enough to watch your flower bloom and also take care of it well, so it is going to be awarded. But if you have someone else, maybe your competition, they're actually trying to force everything and trying to cruelty, they're trying to top you. Feel like they're going to be, they're going to stay under the sea, basically, okay? This is not in like a physical sense. I feel like this is in the emotional sense, under the sea, under the emotions, that you're going to be able to lift yourself up and you're going to be able to manifest your desires and enjoy them. They're going to probably, even though if they receive something good, I can see the grumpy face here, they're going to just keep going with that, because sometimes we think, oh, they get away with it. No one gets away with it because they don't really have inner peace, basically, okay? Another thing, there's an outside path also opening here. I see a letter S right there. Can be a name of a country or a city that you want to go to. Maybe that's where your path is leading you. When the ocean splits, the sea splits up, maybe. It is basically leading you towards a peaceful place, okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that. There's a whale right there, which is a beautiful sight. Whale can symbolize someone emotionally mature, loving, supportive. There are two different desires coming forward. Both of them have some time. I see something very specific here. I see number 3, which is actually indicative of creativity, positivity, manifesting beautiful things in your life. I did kind of see here a hook, but this is not a regular hook. This kind of reminds me of a hook of like a massive scale. Okay, this can be a massive, maybe a construction project that you're working on, that you need a hook to hold certain things down or lift them up. Kind of, that massive scale hook I see. And there's like a ring around on the top of it. So it seems like here it is coming like from, maybe this whale is providing that so you can lift things up. I see kind of like a small triangle roof. It can be about the construction of a house, or it can be about like creating a safe place for yourself. And your energy field is intact, which is a good thing, but it seems like there's an indecisive moment here. But either way, even if you're not really currently deciding about something, the things are going to start aligning, like when it comes to the right people appears in your life. I feel like it's about also the clear that you become, the clearer the boundaries are going to get about the situation, how it's going to happen, okay? Or the pathway is going to be clearing up as well. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I kind of feel like, even though it was intended for the next 7 days, your intentions that you set today, like your long-term and short-term goals, are going to like really start getting attracted into your life for this week, okay? Let's see what tarot has to say. 6 of Pentacles is a very good card. Seems like 5 of Cups is something that you wanted, didn't really go the way you wanted to be, because there was a reason for it, because I kind of see like, every time I look at it, I kind of see usually a crocodile reaching for it, but this is a different type of animal and it's trying to catch the fish. And seeing the bright side of the things is very important at this time. What happens when you do that? 6 of Pentacles comes forth, and I'm looking at the bottom of the cards. I see the Sun. Wow, Ace of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, guys. So a lot of positivity and coming forward. Not only that, I feel like with this energy of Sun and 6 of Pentacles, your desires and your needs are going to be magically fulfilled. Whatever that you need, it will be made available to you. Sun is optimism. Good days are coming forward, and your optimistic attitude actually manifesting positivity in your life, which is also a very good card here. We have as energy Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Leo. A Leo is also maybe a leadership position coming forth for some of you. We have King of Wands, again, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius energy. A lot of fire and passion and confidence. That's the energy of kings and the queens of the wand. They're confident about, they know that it's going to work out. And I feel like here, when you initial maybe disappointment, when you overcome that about certain situation or a person, you're going to start seeing that everything happens for a reason. There's a karmic situation happening, and 6 of Pentacles is what you put out is what you get back. And also materialistic upgrade coming forward. If something didn't really work out, there's another better thing working out for you with a positive way. So King of Wands is going to be your confidence after you start receiving the blessings. Prince of Wands is a page. I think this is Knight of Wands, because He's on a horse. So this is progress. This is fast progress coming forward. And the tower we have, I want to see what the tower actually, after tower, we have 8 of Wands. So during this time, like I said, there's a fast growth and action and inspiration coming forward. And there's a tower moment happening. And I feel like this tower moment is something is of a necessity. That's why it's coming. Because tower moment is a structure. This is a tower, is a structure. Okay, this structure is getting hit by a lightning, but because it was flimsy, basically, that's why it's crumbling down really fast. So it can be a structural relationship, something in your life that is not really serving you. You're aware of it, but you're waiting too long. You're not restorating it. You're not really doing a reconstruction. You're just waiting that to resolve itself. And it seems like here, when you start to focus on the things that are your passion, that makes you happy and gives you life, it seems like the tower, this can even be a friendship, maybe someone that you're holding on to, but they're not really belonging into your future life. Seems like they might destruct it by themselves, okay? Or they might leave your life, like they might move away. And after that, what the 8 of Wands is telling me, we have Knight of Swords here. I want to clarify that. So that's what's a logical thing. Knight of Swords is someone who's logical, but also takes fast action. This can be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Scorpio energy you're dealing with. But the Knight of Swords tells me that that's the logical thing to do. And whatever happens in the situation and the action that you will take, 8 of Wands is actually, oh wow, guys. The action that you will take is going to bring massive progress. So this can even be a situation that you're holding on to. That is because you're thinking, this can be also the thing here. That's the logical thing to do, to hold on to this. Like it or not, this tower is not going to last, okay? This tower doesn't want to last. That's why it can be coming suddenly and getting destructed. But it seems like when it just goes away, 8 of Wands is fast progress, and 10 of Cups is happy family, soul family, and friend environment that you're going to be really supported. Death, guys, some things, they want to go away. This is okay. Now it makes sense to me. This might be something that you're actually locking you down. And when it comes to family, it's not really benefiting you, your family, your soul family. And there's something better, like Ace of Coins, the Ace of Pentacles here. Maybe even material gain waiting for you, but maybe you're holding on to some things that you're not really letting it go. That's why you're not really starting this new beautiful endeavor. 6 of Coins is 6 of Pentacles again. This can even be an opportunity coming your way. It will really elevate your situation, your family situation, and also it will give you the opportunity to, like, yes, elevated situation is one, and the second thing is give what you're gaining out of, like maybe even give the excess of the things, or maybe like this can be about helping other people what you have learned out of the situation. And this is something coming to an end. This was actually something that was disappointing for you with the 5 of Cups, and this can be the initial thing that you may be keeping that on the side and taking action, but this is still hanging around. That's why you are actually letting this tower moment to happen. And it seems like here the new thing coming forward is going to be really also happiness, bringing happiness into your life, like a new beginning, a new offers, new relationships. The Ace of Pentacles tells me it is more about like material things that you have been, maybe an investment that you have been, you're not getting results but still holding on to. It can be something like that as well. Or it can be a position that you're going for, but it's not really going to feed your soul. Maybe it's an ego desire that you have. But the more you follow your passion, the less this is going to matter. And you're going to let go of it like easily, and it's going to bring other good stuff, okay? And you're going to actually collect the awards of that too. 8 of Wands is fast progress, okay? Let's see the element of this timeline for you. We have cave as protection, and I feel like this is maybe you have kept this thing in your life so far, this person, the situation, because it was actually representing a protection for you. It was an idea of like, okay, safe place, safe haven, a safe friendship. But it seems like here it's maybe still it's safe, but it doesn't want to stay anymore. Okay, it's not really belonging your upgraded, higher quality life. Speaking your word is the voice, another element coming forth. And I feel like this is about, we have a lot of fire energy here, but it can be air too. So this timeline, the next timeline, you're going to be able to really practice your individuality. Okay, it is calling for your authenticity, individuality, you speaking up for yourself and others. That's why I feel like Six of Pentacles coming forth here. And this is going to really maybe even something to make you famous in your own field, and also helpful for others. Your here deity, we have Parashuram, slayer of demons. So this can also be a demon that you're slaying right there. Let's see the mantra. You can take a screenshot of it. I don't want to butcher that one. Meditation here. May the son of Jamadagni Parashuram, whose sharp axe was doomed to the wicked kings, just as fire to the mouth, bring you endless victory. Blessings here. Teaching ability, ultimate justice for all, skill in the martial arts, converting warrior spirit and qualities into peaceful ones. So this can even be a situation you're dealing with, like really affecting your peace. And it seems like you're going to slay that demon. You're going to really elevate your position, peace, okay? Or like manifest a lot of peace into your life by letting go of the situation. Let's see what your affirmation is for this timeline. I open myself to new experiences and honor my body with love and respect. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos here. I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.